Hello, my name is Lila and I have a huge book buying problem. I am not yet ready to admit on the internet how many of the books that I own are also unread, but I will say that it is a lot. I recently got engaged, which means that I will be saving for a wedding coming up in 2026. This is the perfect time for me to go on a book buying ban, and in this video, I am going to share the rules of my book buying ban with you. Honestly, making this video is to share the rules of my book buying ban with you, but it is also to hold myself accountable because I do have a lot of unread books that I have heard amazing things about that deserve to get read. So first I want to start with the time frame of my book buying ban. I am going to go on a book buying ban for 6 months. So my book buying ban will be over at the end of May 2026. There are a few exceptions to this ban, and the first one is if a book is gifted to me. The second is if I already have a book pre-ordered. The only book that I have pre-ordered right now is Hollow, which comes out at the end of next week, and that is my only pre-order that I have. I will also make an exception to this ban when I have a gift card. As a book lover, I am often gifted with an Indigo gift card or an Amazon gift card, which I always love because then I can use it to purchase the books that I want. The next exception to this ban is if I have a series that I have started and I want to read the next book in the series. However, I can only pick up the next book in the series if I am going to read it immediately. It cannot sit on my shelf. If I do decide to go into a bookstore and pick up the next in a series, I can only leave the bookstore with one book. There will be no purchasing multiple books in a series and no picking up additional books at the bookstore, which I am definitely guilty of. The last exception to my book buying ban that I have is if there is a book being released in a series that I love. At the moment, I can't think of any books that have been announced that are going to be released in a series that I love, but as an example, if Samantha Shannon were to release the next book in the Bone Season series, I would want to go pick that up. So I also have some goals for my book buying ban. So the first is that I would love to gamify my TBR. So some examples of this would be using a TBR jar or having my fiance pick my TBR. I've seen people do some really fun and creative TBR videos that help them get through their unread books. And I would really like to do that as well. I also have a goal to read at least 30 of the unread books on my shelf. I also have a goal to prioritize books that I own multiple in the series. So as an example, I own the entire Fireborn trilogy and I own the entire Trial of the Sun Queen series. And the reason that I own all of the books in those series is because I often get carried away on my book outlet orders with discounted books. So that is a habit that I would really like to break, and I really want to prioritize reading those books that I already own the entire series to. My last goal is to create a wish list of books instead of just going to immediately buy them. I think that this will help me stay really excited about books that I am interested in because I won't just be going out and purchasing them and putting them on my bookshelf and forgetting about them for months until I pick them up. It will also allow me to have a list that I can show to my friends and family if they ever want to buy me a book, because I often find that as a book lover who owns many books, people struggle to buy me books because they don't know if I already own it. So those are the rules of my book buying ban. If there is anything that you think I've missed that should be on my list of rules, let me know in the comments and I would be happy to take your suggestion into consideration. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you again in a new video soon. Bye.